143.2. 143.2 official weight for Ryan Garcia. And his opponent tomorrow night, standing undefeated in 31 professional fights, 15 knockouts, the former unified lightweight.
He's a two-division world champion, the reigning and defending WBC welterweight champion of the world, El Azteca, Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios weighs in at 146.2 pounds, 146.2. And now,
I'm being dead serious. I think it's gonna be a lot of cuts. I'm just saying. I wanna touch it, they say it's bad luck, so I might not even touch it yet.
Ooh, it's gonna be good. Cannot wait.
On February. Tempers already flaring before the first punch. Predictions of blood, cuts, and chaos. This isn't just hype. Both men sound locked in and dangerous. When fighters talk like this at weigh-in, somebody's getting tested early on fight night.
It's good to see both of you. Mario, you do have a pretty impressive resume. Guys like Keith Thurman, Gervonta Davis, most recently Manny Pacquiao. Do you see Ryan Garcia as being on that kind of level?
I mean, he's definitely here for a reason. He's dangerous, everything that he brings in there. So, I mean, he's definitely worthy of to be in a live opponent.
It sounded like a qualified yes there, not
yeah.
Worthy of being a live opponent is a lot of words.
yeah, he is.
Ryan, what do you think of that?
When I'm at my top of my game, in top condition, top form, I'm definitely worthy.
Mario Barrios isn't holding back on respect, but make no mistake, this is calculated praise. He acknowledges Ryan Garcia's danger and skill, highlighting the risks that come with facing someone at the top of their game. Ryan, confident and composed, asserts he's more than worthy of the challenge. You can feel the intensity building. The mental chess is just as important as the physical fight, and this moment shows both men sizing each other up before the chaos begins.
Said, you don't know which version of you is going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, I know which one's version is going to show up at this fight. At the end of the day, that Rolly camp was just a hard one to get by, I was doing a lot of stupid shit, not treating my body like a temple. Before that, I mean, obviously I had a year layoff. But it's okay, it's behind us. I'm ready to I position my body to be in top form. I feel in top form, top shape, and that's what he's gonna get, the best version of me.
Mario, what do you see as some of your advantages coming into this fight?
I think the advantages I have coming to this fight is just overall just like everything. My experience, who I've been in the ring with, who I faced. I think, the boxing IQ, I think I had that on my side,
Ryan admits he's overcome past setbacks and a year-long layoff, showing growth and determination. He promises the best version of himself, while Mario highlights his experience, boxing IQ, and heart. This contrast between raw talent and seasoned skill sets the stage for a classic battle. Both men bring confidence, but the underlying tension is palpable. This isn't just about who hits hardest. It's a test of preparation, mindset, and who truly owns the ring when the bell rings.
Mario's fights, what do you see?
Like I said, I see an overall consistent, really good fighter. You know what I mean? There's nothing that super pops out to me, but I know that when he steps in the ring, you're gonna get that version of him every time. He's been pretty consistent. He's pretty sharp with some counters. But there's a lot of things I see that I could take advantage of, but we'll see come that fight night.
I was asking him about kind of the resume that he has, and if you're on that level. Do you believe he's on the level of the guys that you've fought?
Well, for sure. I mean, he's without a doubt, he's definitely a worthy opponent.
Ryan analyzes Mario's fights, calling him consistent and sharp but seeing exploitable gaps. Mario, meanwhile, remains confident, acknowledging the threat but underscoring his strengths. This weigh-in segment highlights mental warfare, each man trying to read the other, plant doubt, or project confidence. Fans watching can feel the tension rise, You can almost see the strategies forming in their minds. The fight isn't only physical. The psychological edge is just as critical, and both fighters are playing it smart.
I've experienced this before. I know this feeling.
What's the difference between you before anyone else joined your camp and to where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, many times. I'm like, why would I want to fight for a guy that is hating on me?
Right.
Like, he's been doing it since I was a kid, though. Like, I don't understand this. I'm your biggest fighter, and like, every chance he gets, he's like, Ryan sucks.
Familiarity breeds focus. Ryan knows the pressures and has experienced the grind before, giving him confidence. Yet there's tension over past conflicts. Rivalries from youth and personal challenges fuel the intensity. This segment shows that mental edge and past grievances weigh as heavily as physical readiness. His expression and words hint that this fight is personal, adding an extra layer of drama. You sense that both fighters are ready to settle more than just scores inside the ring.
I'm in pro because my family needed money.
I want to make pro and I want to make the money.
My whole life, everybody would just stop and just watch what I'm doing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I would hit the mitts and the whole gym would stop and be like who is
the sound, because the speed,
the sound, everything. Like, I just started noticing that it wasn't normal because I would watch other kids and nobody would care. Like, and I'm sorry to say that, but that's just how it is.
No, I get it, yeah.
Like, everybody would just...
Ryan's story is one of pressure and responsibility, fighting not just for glory but for family and survival. His early talent and natural speed set him apart, making him a prodigy in the gym. Every punch, every drill, has meaning beyond the ring. This segment reminds us that fighters carry personal narratives with them. Victories aren't just about titles, they're about proving something to themselves and the world. Ryan's journey adds depth, making this fight compelling beyond technique and power.
Guys, for the type of pressure he has, this fight here is a very dangerous fight. You're not proving in the ring. You're not a world champion. You haven't faced the quality of opposition that will make you the real deal.
He is a lying, two-faced, hypocritical sack of... And I hate him so much.
I have the proofs. I have proofs. And he tried to steal money. There's so much bitterness in him, and he's just a troubled man.
The opposition doesn't mince words. Bitterness and personal grudges add drama to the fight build-up. Ryan faces a dangerous challenge, not only in the ring but with critics questioning his legitimacy. This segment highlights the dual pressures athletes face, proving themselves physically while navigating mental warfare outside the ropes. The emotional intensity adds fuel to the fire, making this matchup unpredictable. Fans watching feel the tension, knowing that fights are often decided before the bell, with psychology as much as skill shaping the outcome.
Garcia has to prove it. Are you that guy?
Ryan's big heart comes from the lifestyles he had, you know.
He hasn't changed. Like, the same person I met at 10 Goose Boxing before all of this, when he was still an amateur, he's the same person now.
Do this, bro. Let's make this moment last forever. Let's do something so memorable that people talk about it, like, for years.
Ryan seeing that growing up was like, man, I'm gonna get us out of here. I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna make the family have a, life.
Ryan Garcia's journey is about heart, persistence, and overcoming the odds. From his early days at Tang Boost Boxing to now, he's maintained the same mentality, grounded in family and determination. This segment shows how his upbringing shaped him into a fighter willing to risk everything for success. Every punch he throws carries years of preparation, personal struggle, and ambition. It's not just about winning, it's about leaving a legacy. Fans watching can feel the emotional weight behind his words. This is a fighter who fights for something bigger than himself, and that energy is electric.
And that's just what I see. He punches hard, but he doesn't.
As big as he is, it's very difficult to hit. He's very elusive. It's going to be a really interesting fight because both guys will have something to prove. And I just wish the best.
Man, come on. You can't ask him to do that. Now, if he never threw any punches, that would be different.
Both fighters bring power, speed, and elusiveness, making this fight a clash of skills and strategy. Ryan's elusive movement meets Barrio's raw strength, creating a fascinating dynamic. Commentary like this underscores how high the stakes are, not just for titles, but for proving who can execute under pressure. Fans should watch closely. Reactions, angles, and timing will define the outcome. The weigh-in is more than a formality. It's a preview of intensity, tension, and the mental toughness each fighter will display once the bell rings. This fight promises action from start to finish.
It's one thing that's so, like, Ryan Garcia has this nasty left hook. It's the
That kid is super fast.
Yeah, it's a crazy left hook. It's so goddamn good. It's so much better than most people's that everybody who fights him doesn't understand what he can do until he does it. He just whips.
Fast, powerful. Both.
Fast, powerful, distance management, angles that it comes from. It comes up, it comes around, it just hits you faster than...
Ryan Garcia's left hook is a weapon feared by opponents worldwide. Its speed, power, and precision make it nearly impossible to anticipate until it lands. Fighters often misjudge its timing, and that gap can change the fight instantly. Commentary like this captures the excitement and respect for technical mastery. Fans love it because it blends hype with insight, showing exactly why Ryan is considered elite. Every combination he throws carries risk for both fighter and opponent, making each exchange tense and unpredictable. This punch alone can swing momentum and determine the narrative of the night.
Barrios is tough, he's gritty, he's solid all the way around, you know, offensively, defensively, he's solid, you know, whereas Ryan Garcia is there's a lot of holes in areas. He's not a good inside fighter. He turns his back on the inside, you know. He stands straight up, you know, a lot of the times, and, you know, he'll go into like somewhat of a, you know, low lead hand, leaving himself wide open for right hands. You know, when he's sometimes when he's in close, he doesn't really have not too many tools.
Barrios' toughness and all-around skill contrast with Ryan's explosive style. While Garcia has speed and power, he shows vulnerabilities inside, turning his back, low lead hand, and limited inside fighting skills. This breakdown highlights why fights aren't just about athleticism, it's chess in motion. Smart opponents can exploit even the smallest weaknesses. Fans watching understand the stakes. One misstep, one hole in defense, and the fight can change in seconds. This segment sets up a classic matchup: raw talent versus solid technique, speed versus strategy, and anticipation versus reaction. The favorite.
Mario's a big guy.
Oh no, don't be fooled. They got them boots on, that, like 3-inch heels. Don't be fooled, bro. I looked at him, I was like, you ain't this tall, brother. I know. He got them heels on. Like his head and face is big, but like his body ain't. You ain't making 147 if that head matches that body. That's cute. He do got that Aztec look though. Thick.
Barrios' size and structure give him an imposing presence, but Ryan's keen eye spots details that others might miss. The weigh-in reveals more than weight. It's a mental and visual game. Ryan notices Barrios' proportions, assessing reach, posture, and leverage, showing fighters' instincts even outside the ring. Commentary like this makes fans feel they're part of the fight, understanding the subtle advantages and disadvantages. Every glance, measurement, and prediction sets the tone. The psychological warfare has begun, and both men are testing boundaries before the first bell, making this more than just a physical confrontation. It's a battle of minds and strategy.